Go Fernandez, and he is the Ferocious Few.
Now get to the bottom, go to the top of the slide, stop, go for a ride, and see you again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want me to love. Come down past 5 miles above. Tell me, come on, tell me answer. Will you name me your love, but you ain't no dancer. Still a helter skelter, helter skelter, helter skelter, helter skelter. Will you, won't you want me to make you? Come now, bastard, don't let me break you. Come on, tell me, tell me. Tell me the answer. Will you name me a love, but you ain't no dancer. I said helter skelter, helter skelter, helter skelter. Yeah. Remember my name. I think you drove me straight out of my brain. Wasn't that out this morning, saying where you could feel my heart now, gasoline and cocaine. Well, no, I don't know if my ex she love you. You can feel my soul now, gasoline and propane. And I don't know if my ex she love you. Enough of it. Take my heart, no, I've had enough of it. Take my heart, no, I've had enough of it. Take my heart, I've had enough of it. Come crawled by love and shame. Baby, won't you remember my name? I think you drove me straight out of my brain. Was the night I just kept on insane. You can feel my heart now, gasoline and cocaine. You know, I don't know if I'll ever see my love again. You can feel my soul now, pet spray and propane. So this is love. So this is love. So this is love. You take my heart, no, I've had enough of it. You take my heart, no, I've had enough of it. You take my heart, no, I've had enough of it. You take my heart, no, I've had enough of it.
Alright, come here, Ferocious. Now I see why you're so ferocious. Now the name suits you. I get it now. Wow, you are ferocious, Francisco. One of the above. Wow, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yes.
How fast do you go?
As fast as I can. Yes.
Wow. So who are you gorgeous girls?
We are the daughters of the Fest for Beatles Fans.
I'm JeSSiCa.
I'm MiCheLLe, Joni.
And hey, we've been part of the Beatles Fest for our entire lives, and so now we're here and we're doing something brand new, like bringing in people like the Ferocious Few to help bring the next generation of Beatles fans together and see what they're doing, like playing like crazy like that.
And we've got these guys here too.
Oh,
Let's not forget.
adorable. Did you make these?
No.
Where'd you get them?
Thefest.com, we sell them.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So you girls were raised on Beatles?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, like literally raised on festivals.
Like,
on-
was this your doll when you were little? Like,
Pretty
did you
much.
each have, which one, did you, like, how'd you pick which one you liked? Did you, because you probably didn't know who they were when you picked one, so like.
Oh no, we knew. We
You
knew
knew?
the alphabet.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like,
The Beatles alphabet? Like, can you say it?
Beatle is whom?
Yeah. Oh, all right. So like,
Paul,
but,
George, and Ringo.
let's do it again.
That song I just made up?
Yeah.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
That's cool. So
That's
can
the
you?
new alphabet.
That's what I'm talking about. But wait, alphabetically, how do they go? They go George.
George, John, Paul, and Ringo.
That works, right? So, which one did you have a favorite? Like, oh, that is just too cute.
Oh my God.
Look at that. You can get these at fest.com.
Thefest.com.
Wow.
Pretty much anything you can imagine with the Beatles on it is available there, like anything.
Or you can find it in our house.
Or on our refrigerator.
Mm-hmm. It's all there.
So,
Yeah, we're super excited though this year. You know, we've 50 years.
50.
And
50.
our family's been doing this for 40 years, and we've been doing it for as old as we are. And we're so excited because this year, you know, we're in New York City for the first time in 30 years, which is before either of us were attending. We really sought to bring the Beatles, like create a whole new experience for the next generation of fans. And so there's a lot of activities that are going on that weekend that we've curated. And
with the help of Francisco, who has come in and helped us curate the Cavern Stage. And the Cavern Stage is bringing in young, awesome bands from right around here. One who played on this stage a couple weeks ago, who love the Beatles, are making new, interesting music, and we wanted to provide a venue for one, the Beatles fans to see what's happening, and for that music to just get out, and doing Beatles covers in their own interpretations, in their own way, and playing some of their own original music that they might not have made up had they not grown up listening to the Beatles.
Yeah, they influenced only everybody, whether you want to admit it or not. I mean, music today all kind of stems from a lot of the Beatles. I mean, so what is your get-up? I mean, I feel like I can make a wish off of you or something.
you actually can.
Are you a genie?
Mm-hmm. You can try it right now.
Yeah.
I'll give you a jewel later.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Yay.
These are your fashions?
What I'm wearing is what I made. So we're also bringing. I'm a fashion designer. My collection is called Tilly and William. So I'm bringing together also other designers for on Friday night. We've paired up different designers with different bands. Andrew Diodati and Titania Ingles are with Danny Marie and people at parties. I'm styling the Ferocious Few and also bringing out some models to
Friday,
show stuff.
February 7th?
February
you
7th.
mean?
It's during New York Fashion Week.
At
So
the
we're-
Grand Hyatt?
Yes. So
Okay.
it's a new way to
In
show
New York
fashion in New York City. It's a new way to show clothing on models, on musicians, and the people that are actually wearing them, and kind of bringing that Brian Epstein spirit of, well, when you step into a new suit, when you step into a new wardrobe, when you change your look a little bit, it really has an effect on your presence and your style and what you're doing on stage. So to that homage, we are bringing in fashion, and it's in my blood. So I'm really excited to bring other designers.
So are your fashions Beatles influenced?
Probably just by happenstance, because they are, such an ingrained part of my life. I make clothing that's transformable, so like this skirt becomes a dress, becomes pants, becomes a shirt. So it's thinking about it. It's the idea of thinking about clothing in a new way, kind of like the Beatles thought about music in a new way, incorporating all the things that came before them and just blending them into something new and fresh that nobody had ever heard before.
Right.
And that was kind of the magic.
So
of
you
the
said
Beatles.
30 years it hasn't been in New York, or you haven't. Where are you girls from?
Well, we're from New Jersey. We live in Brooklyn,
Okay.
but
And-
the fest has been in New Jersey for the past 30 years.
Oh,
right
really?
across from Giant Stadium. in
So
our
is
little-
it because the Super Bowl's over there that we're having it over here?
This is
I'm just kidding.
the Grand Hyatt is the location of where the Commodore Hotel was, which was the first fest.
Wow.
So we're back in the same location 40 years later for the 50th anniversary.
So wait.
So it's like
It's the 50th anniversary of the Beatles, but it's how many anniversaries?
40.
40 of the fest. So 40 years ago, were you in the fan club still then?
No, the fan club didn't exist anymore. But you should tell the story of how your father met John Lennon.
So back in 1974, in 73 he got the idea, and then in 74 he was working. He was the manager of the Sam Goody at the time, and right near
Sam
Radio.
Goody. I remember Sam
Music
Goody.
Hall. So he got the idea to do a 10th anniversary celebration of the Beatles' arrival in America
over a bowl of vanilla ice cream.
over a bowl of vanilla ice cream. So he took his life savings and rented out the Commodore Hotel.
Your
which
father
is-
did?
Yes, which is now the Grand Hyatt. And between that time, he's like, he wrote letters to all the Beatles, but then actually got to meet, through all the serendipity of the universe, got to meet John Lennon, and he very warmly told him his idea, and John Lennon said, I'm all for it, I'm a Beatles fan too. They talked for like an hour about it and really, understood.
Where'd they meet?
At
John's hotel room.
John's hotel room. It's just, it's a crazy story, and he's going to tell it on Friday night of the fest. And so yeah, John could feel how excited he was, like a genuine fan, just excited about the whole, like everything going on, and really coming from a good place. So he gave it his blessing, and he gave our dad his blessing, and he's been doing it ever since. And
Wow.
His life's passion is his life's work, and the way that he focuses on this, it's like it is his heart, and he's so excited.
he
this is
the reason for this entire
He's the reason.
fest.
Mhm.
And is this year like out of the water,
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah, we needed either.
I just the
yeah,
best.
we needed Francisco. We needed all hands on deck to come in and help make this.
Francisco, where did you fly in from?
Well, I drove across the country in a Prius, and I had amplifiers and batteries in my trunk. I was throwing concerts at every festival that would let me in, and some that wouldn't. And I actually got some tickets in San Francisco, where I've been playing music for the last 10 years. I'm trying to perform for free at the Free Bluegrass Festival in Golden Gate Park, and they gave me 3 tickets. So I decided that was my last day playing for free in San Francisco. And I drove across the country. I went through New Orleans and Nashville and Austin, Texas, and made my way up.
Were
to
you
New York.
alone?
Yeah, I was by myself.
Wow. Good for you.
Pretty good trip. And then I landed here in
So
about.
how many times did you have to fill up? You made sure it was a Prius.
Yeah, it was actually pretty affordable. If I ran out of gas, I'd just play in the next town and just play on the street corner, and then I could fill up my tank after, $20, fill up the tank, and then I'm 400 miles away again. So it's-
Wow, I want to go on do that with you. That sounds pretty good. So the 3
You're totally
tickets.
invited.
All right.
We're going
So
this summer.
you have a skeleton in your closet? I mean, it is National Corn Chip Day. Any, you got the tickets, but anything worse than that happened between here and San Francisco?
San Francisco, let's see. And here, a lot of stuff happened. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't give up. There was some panhandlers in New Orleans, and I asked them how long they'd been there, and they said they'd been there for about 4 hours, and I was like, well, how much have you made in that time? Because it was like a really busy night in the streets of New Orleans in the French Quarter, and I was looking for a spot to play. And they said, well, we made like $5, and I'm like, all right, let's see, I'll give you my first $5, and then I'll give you some more money as it goes, but I'm going to play right here. They're all, man, this is our spot. And I'm like, well, you don't really own anything. This is definitely not your spot. This is just as much my spot as your spot. And then it ended in like getting chased by 5 kids who wanted to do something. So I just got in my car and I was like, all right, New York, I'm not going to try and change the South tonight on the street corner. I think maybe I might have a better vantage point from up in the Union State. Yeah, that's
Wow. Here, have another. You don't? Did you eat on the road? Have a handful. It's okay. It's okay. All right, girls. Do you have any skeletons in your closet? You look like you could use a little food too.
Skeleton in my closet.
Who's older? You are? What are you doing now, Jeannie?
Well, right now I'm making magic, and
You look like you make magic.
I
love
do.
it.
I have my website, and I blog, and I do videos. Right now, I'm only thinking about the
Beatles.
The
Of
Beatles.
course.
It's all about the Beatles.
It's all about the
Anything,
Beatles.
everything.
So
It's
do
all
you
about the
guys
Beatles.
have, when you were like babies, do you remember the first Beatles song you ever heard?
When I was a baby, my dad would roll me in the stroller around the apartment building, around the neighborhood, and he sang me the entire Beatles catalog in order of the songs coming out.
So it is an alphabetical thing for your family, kind
Was
of.
it alphabetical?
Well,
or-
not, I mean, just chronological.
Yeah.
Like
Very-
yeah.
I heard them all.
Yeah, it's very.
And they
Do you
would
know which
swear
one
that my
starts?
first word was blue, which is Beatle Fest, obviously. First word. Right.
Absolutely, right. Wow. Can you spell it?
Just like it sounds.
That sounds good. So he would sing the entire catalog. Like, what's the first and what's the last, you know?
Ooh, no. What is the first and does it? You guys would know.
Does anybody know?
Anybody know the first
Floor.
Beatles song
Are you
in
counting
the
Bobby
alphabet?
Sheridan recordings?
A Day in the Life, maybe?
I was 2 weeks old. I don't remember.
That's
not
the
alphabetical.
first.
No, not
Oh, I love how people are thinking.
question.
That's a good start.
Love me too. Love me
Love me too.
Love me too.
And the last was And in the End.
Okay, there you go.
We're always working Beatle Fest. We don't get to go to all the fun trivia things. And
That's okay.
Well, if we did.
So do you girls have any skeletons in your closet? Did you ever cut school? Did you ever steal something? Did you ever get a ticket?
I once started an internet firestorm over wearing an afro and blogging about it.
Wait, say that again?
So probably another show. But
You started an internet
a
fire
whole big to-do on the whole big.
from a blog?
I started a blog called Before an Afro, and I wore an afro, and
Oh,
some
wow.
people didn't like this
It was
concept.
misinterpreted.
It was largely
Wow,
misinterpreted.
misinterpreted. It happens. It happens.
I'll have a chip.
That, yeah, you can have a chip because food is love, right? Just like
Yeah,
the Beatles.
just need a-
Okay, my love. What about you?
I guess a funny one. One time in high school, I had my parents were out at probably a concert, more fun than what I was doing. I just had some friends over, doing what high school kids do, and I
Like
thought,
what?
oh,
Smoking a
In
lot
the
of
bottle?
beer pong,
Yeah.
the things that high school kids do that you're not supposed to do when your parents go to rock
Okay.
and roll concerts. And I swear I cleaned it all up. It was perfect. It was everything was back in its place. So I thought, and then I got caught because somehow 6 teaspoons were missing, and I still to this day have no idea what the rhyme or reason was, but I got caught and I had a
6
fine.
teaspoons?
6
You know what that
teaspoons.
sounds like, actually.
I don't know what that sounds like, but I don't know what happened.
It could be.
It's a skeleton in somebody
I
else's
don't think it
closet, I
was.
guess.
I hope not.
I got my nice silver
So
one.
what's your girls' websites and like how do people find you?
Mine's MiCheLLe.com. You can find me just by Googling me or checking out my website. And I do all sorts of fun things.
It looks
I run a
like
skipping club.
skipping, like
Mhm.
skip to my
Skipping,
little.
mhm.
Like where do you skip?
All over the place.
Really?
Anywhere.
Like
that-
in posses?
Yeah.
Like a ton of people go skipping
Yeah,
at the
I
same
just
time?
tell people where I'm gonna be, and we have a theme.
Do you
and we
do
go
it at like
skipping.
midday or at night or
Yeah, for 6 months I did it every Thursday at 2 p.m.
for how long?
It was like a 6-month thing, and now I'm doing it just like
How far
special
do you
occasions.
skip?
Oh, about a mile. And we
Really?
have food, and we do games. Yeah,
Like beer pong?
Not yet.
skip pong.
Skip pong. Oh wow. And what about you?
You can find my stuff at tillyandwilliam.com, and that's my
Fashion?
fashions.
Good for you.
Shop
And what about you, Mr. Ferocious?
FerociousFew.com.
That's easy.
And I have music on iTunes and Bandcamp and all that.
Great. And are you performing at this Beatles Fan Fest?
Yes, I'll be playing the Cavern, and that's a new stage that we put together with about 15 to 20 local bands from Brooklyn and New York, and some from the San Francisco Bay Area as well, and DJs and fashion designers and all these people who are going to play a lot of Beatles songs in their own vein.
Like you just did Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
That was really great.
Thank you.
It was amazing. Have you ever heard, you know who this song's about, right?
Is it the Charles Manson?
Supposedly. Have you ever heard his songs?
No, but I heard they're good.
They are. I have a daughter that was like totally listening to the Charles Manson
Yeah,
songs.
he wanted to be a famous rock star,
Yeah.
I think, and he had a hard time. He had some crazy groupies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Brian Wilson, I think the Beach Boys had
He didn't
something to do.
He didn't help him get less crazy either. I don't think. No.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. San Francisco was full of a lot of people trying to get you to drink their potion in the '60s.
Oh, like the Kool-Aid?
Yeah. Well, Berkeley and San Francisco is just a hotbed for people who fell for the spiritual thing. There was a lot lacking in probably the post World War II. Way America built itself in the spiritual realm, and I think people were getting a little like, you got the Moonies, you've got the Satanic Bible writers, and all the trippy hippies and telegram.
Well, I'm sure they all listen to the Beatles too.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Beatles. What did the Beatles mean to you?
You know, they really save you at the right moments. Like, you just need to listen and put them on and literally float upstream and kind of find the messages, and you find new messages in the Beatles every single time you listen to them. And they mean family to me. Like all these people here who've been coming to the show, these are my family, and it's such a community. You can really connect over the music and what we have grown up with. I feel so lucky to be part of it.
That's great. And I see it, like these are four guys who I've, grown up my whole life. This is the story of these musicians who did this, and it's just, as I grew up, it's like, well, you start young, you do what you love, and it's just this great, role models to have of that. If you do what you love, you make your own thing, and you put it out into the world, and you just do it. Like, it's all about love and revolution and making change, and that's what it means.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. You guys want to push a button?
That was a good one.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have fun at the fest.
Thank you, Ruth.
Yeah, we'll be back. We still got more.
I'm a repeat offender to myself.